I love Ring Fit Adventure. I absolutely love this game. If people were to ask me what is in your top 10 Nintendo Switch games of all time, Ring Fit Adventure is up there. It is absolutely a guarantee top 10 video game from the Nintendo Switch. What this game means to me, what it has done for me both physically and mentally, is simply astounding, and I can't help but feel and wish and dream of the potential for a sequel. Yes, I am not being hyperbolic when I say, out of all the Nintendo Switch games that have ever released, Ring Fit Adventure deserves a sequel the most. And there's a lot of reasons why I feel this way, and it's not just because I personally love the game, which I do. I tremendously love Ring Fit Adventure. Just ask my sister, I won't shut up about it. Ever since this game released in 2019, I have been on the Ring Fit Adventure train, on and off, on and off, on and off. I've dedicated hundreds of hours into this game because it is not only a good workout game, it is just a good video game in general, because not only was it an awesome workout video game, the fact that they added in so many fun RPG mechanics into said video game, plus gave us free updates so we had that cool little rhythm game that we could do as well, it just kept giving me reasons to go back to it time and time again and try to defeat Dragaux, which we all know is in fact the sexiest dragon in all of video game history. Plus, it helped me through a lot of things, like anytime I got injured, whether it was playing tennis or just randomly getting injured, because that tends to happen the older you get. My physical therapy was Ring Fit Adventure, and it helped me work back those muscles and get back into shape. It's helped me lose weight. Plus, it's helped my mental state. If I'm feeling really stressed out, I play Ring Fit Adventure, and all of a sudden, the stress, it just goes away. It's alleviated from my head. It's alleviated from my body. It's awesome. So yes, I really do honestly love Ring Fit Adventure, and there's so much room and improvements that could be made within the game. It's not a perfect game by any means, but just thinking about it, there's so much potential. If they made a sequel, the amount of things they could do, it just feels so infinite, and it kind of just gets me really excited and hopeful for Ring Fit Adventure 2. I mean, let's just even look at some of the RPG elements, right? Because they definitely had some status effects that you could have. You had smoothies, aka items that you could use to recover or boost your attack and whatnot. Plus, you had your standard variations of attack, like if you did red attacks against red enemies, it's kind of their weakness and whatnot. And it's really cool, but there's room for improvement here. There's also a lot more variations of said moves that you could do with the Ring Con that I think if they wanted to make a sequel, they could have so many different exercise routines, and that's what I want to see. There's just all the different mini games that they could add to it, more rhythm games they could do to it. Plus, if they wanted to treat it more like a true RPG in that sense, give it a really solid narrative, because while the narrative was fun and just battling Dragaux time and time again was really entertaining, think about if they gave us some more interesting boss fights with different mechanics where you had to do all sorts of crazy things during certain moments to defeat them, or just give us a whole big variety of different bosses to overcome, plus a boss rush challenge mode if they wanted to throw that in. I mean, there's just so much you can do with the Ring Fit Adventure formula, and I just want to see it all come to fruition now. But it's not just about me wanting this game. If you were to look at this game objectively and from a financial viewpoint, and you work at Nintendo, this game makes a lot more sense to actually produce a sequel for, considering the success of Ring Fit Adventure and what it actually did for consumers. I mean, we're talking about a video game that sold over 15 million units, guys. 15 million units. That is more units sold than the entire Pikmin series, basically. That's more than any Metroid game has ever put out. More units than any Xenoblade Chronicles game or Fire Emblem game, or you get the point, right? Ring Fit Adventure sold really well. It wasn't just a really good and fun workout video game. It's clearly a game that a lot of people were interested in and played a lot, because 15 million units sold is not a gimmick video game. Gimmick video games don't sell. 15 million units, okay? That's just something that doesn't happen. Nintendo Labo, that is a gimmick video game, and Nintendo Labo did not even come close to selling 15 million units. I think it just got over like 1 million units if I remember correctly. But this game sold well. It also reviewed well too. Even if this game were to only sell, let's say, 5 million units as a sequel, which is very likely, I mean, it could definitely be the case, that's still a win. That's still good money that Nintendo's making. And if I were Nintendo and I was someone in that shoes and I was making these decisions and I was looking at what games deserved a sequel based solely off of their financial successes and clearly the audience wanting it, Ring Fit Adventure 2 is a match made in heaven. There are people like me that would probably buy 2 copies on day one for me, one for my wife, and we would play the you-know-what out of it, man. I would be there every single day playing that game for the next year or two probably. And then, like I said, even to this day, it's 2025, and I'm still jumping back in to Ring Fit Adventure because it is just that fun of a game. I restart the campaigns, I just re-level up, I create new accounts, and I just do it all over again because it's a really good game. And if, like I said, if there's any game out there that I wish would get a sequel for the Nintendo Switch 2, it is Ring Fit Adventure. Please, Nintendo, make Ring Fit Adventure 2 happen, and I will be the happiest old man ever. It would make my year. But as always, I'm going to pass the question off to you guys. What video game from the Nintendo Switch do you want to see get a sequel? And which games do you think deserve to receive a sequel? I would love to hear your comments down below. And also, if you played Ring Fit Adventure, who was your favorite character? Maybe it was Abdonis. Maybe it was Allegra. Maybe it was Dragaux. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching this. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout. Praise be the Evan. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.